Hi everyone, we are live at the Esri UC, the last day that the expo is open. Today we are here with Matt and Bruno from vrbn, and they're going to talk a little bit about how they use CityEngine in their workflow. So do you want to say, if you have any questions at all, please drop them in the comment box, and I'll hand it over to Matt.
Thank you so much, Natalie. We are vrbn. We are a very young Swiss company specializing in CityEngine, and we are going more and more in the direction of 3D urban planning, spatial planning, architecture, and so on and so on. So we have a lot of CityEngine specific expertise that also goes in the direction of, for example, virtual reality, high-end visualization, and so on. But our background basically is architecture and spatial planning, so we are more and more going in this direction. There seems to be a very strong tendency also from the side of Esri to go in and push the geodesign as a discipline. And just recently, a couple of months ago, we also became an Esri partner, and so it's really exciting. We are getting a lot of very positive traction at the moment. Lots of city administrations are coming by, some even some military people, some teachers, urban planners, and so on.
Awesome.
So I believe for those that are not familiar with what CityEngine actually is, I would like to show you very quickly our brochures. I'll do that.
All right.
So, so it's our little brochure, one of them, and let me quickly explain how CityEngine actually works. So, to create a 3D city model, you need actually to have two ingredients. One is the so-called shape, that's in GIS terminology, that's a polygon feature. And the second thing is a so-called rule. So that's basically encoding the semantics of the architecture or the building into some scripting code, basically. Now, once you have done that, you can generate from those two things the 3D model. And so either you change the attribution or you change the form of the building footprint, and the building will adapt instantly. And if you do that enough times, basically you come up with a 3D city model with multiple building types and 3 positions and so on and so on. And so that's one of our core expertises. And I believe it would be good that Bruno says a little bit something about the upcoming products that we are planning to release.
So we have 2 tools that are close to release now. One is an urban master planning tool, which allows urban planning companies or city administrations or any other companies who work on master planning to increase their efficiency in master planning. So the tool is already set up for CityEngine 2017, the new version. So it already takes advantage of the new features. For example, you have the advanced dashboards that give you an instant feedback on when you change something at the building. So you get feedback on the floor area by usage, on transportation figures, etc. Then the other thing is that it also takes advantage of the feature of scenarios. So in the new version of CityEngine, you can build different scenarios, and they're very easy to compare. So you can look at them side by side and also look at the dashboards all together, and you can easily figure out which of the scenarios is the best for you, for your master planning.
Awesome, that's great. And what's going on the screen over there?
So what we are also producing is virtual reality experiences. So there are multiple methods. What we see right here is a little girl walking through a three-dimensional historic reconstruction of an ancient settlement that is actually Zurich in Switzerland 5,000 years ago. She seems to be pretty happy. And so there are multiple options of virtual reality devices that we are working with. So one of them is the Gear VR. That actually can directly be fed with or from CityEngine via ArcGIS Online, and that actually gives the opportunity to just look around in panoramic imagery. So there's no movement involved in there, but we can also change, for example, in the design scenarios and different change between different positions to have a look around the design. The other device that we have successfully used so far is the Oculus Rift, and there we have developed basically like a game installer with the City of Zurich data set, where we can literally walk around, and there's also a narrator that tells you the story about the story and about the social what's that word? English is difficult. Yeah, just the social circumstances and what type of vegetation there were, and so on and so on. So that was a pretty exciting part or project, and that's also because we would like to go more in the direction of VR production. That's has actually also become a part of our name now in vrbn or Urban.
So I do want to ask, do you anticipate using augmented reality at all in the future?
Actually, yes. Just maybe that's me personally, but I think augmented reality has a lot more applications than virtual reality, because you're not blocked from the physical world, and you get a lot less sick, especially when holding a device and you just do the augmented thing in a device. But also, for example, the development of the HoloLens is enormously interesting, and there we are also working together with people on ideas on how to improve the quality of what is feasible or technically possible so far. And that is typically also linked to, for example, a game engine, for example, Unity.
Awesome.
And so we are also advising people there, and for example, the City of Zurich lakeside settlements, they were also basically exported to virtual reality, but at the same time also to augmented reality. So yes, there is a definite, very strong tendency of that becoming more and more a part of not only urban planning and architecture, but any aspect of living in a modern culture.
Definitely. I wanted to ask, if someone is just getting started with, CityEngine or 3D in general, do you have any advice and just definitely any pieces of advice for someone just starting out?
That's a very good question. Maybe you have some more inputs on that. I can go on and on. Learning 3D.
So, yeah, I mean, if you wanna learn CityEngine, it's probably a good idea to look at all the tutorials that are online, that are provided by Esri, and there's also a lot of rules that come with the software. So that's actually a very good place to start.
All right, great.
And so maybe 3D in general, there's a lot to learn in 3D. So what I would start with is start with a classic 3D application, something along the lines of, I don't know, Maya, Max, Cinema 4D, Blender, anything like that, and have a look at some tutorials, and then also study just the classical discipline in perspective drawing, color theory, color psychology, and then once you understand the basic concepts of 3D in general, then like for example what the texture is or what a polygon is and so on, then I guess you have a lot then it's easier to start in any dedicated application or something that is as tricky or as capable as CityEngine. Otherwise, of course, you can also contact us. We do training.
Of course. All right, and for those who are watching live, if you have any questions for Matt or Bruno, feel free to drop it in the comment box. Otherwise, is this part of some of your new product that you were showing?
This is not the new, not of the new product, but it's something that is very similar to the new product. So this is it's a demonstration data set I made a while ago that actually allows you to design generic building footprints and then assign a rule that allows you to both at the same time statistically analyze the design, but also give you some sort of interesting shapes to block out some type of architecture. Additionally, there's a second rule that was made just to place or distribute trees along lines, and this video is just showing specifically some application of CityEngine for early adopting or early designs or design studies. And here, by the way, you see the capabilities of how to place the trees using the street tools.
Great. And I guess one last question before we sign off. Have you used CityEngine 2017, and what are your initial thoughts on the new?
You have actually more experience in 2017 than I do now.
we were a beta user, so we have already tested it quite a bit, and we are pretty excited about the new features. So it's actually now becoming more a tool for urban planning also, with the new features that I already mentioned, like scenarios or dashboards. So that I think that helps a lot also for us to build tools that can be used easily by other companies. So it's amazing.
Great. All right. So I think we're just about out of time, but I want to thank Matt and Bruno for coming in this morning and talking to us. And again, they are Urban, and you can find. I know they have a Twitter, and do you guys have a Facebook page?
Yes, actually we do. It's vrbn Swiss at the moment. But that may change, and we have to add some content. It's literally brand new.
Okay, all right. Well, I will tag you guys in the video just after this. So definitely go give them a follow, and feel free to reach out. Feel free to reach out to them with any of your CityEngine questions. So thanks again, guys.